Hello there guys, this is CallumFX here and welcome back to another episode of Football Manager Fiction. In today's episode I am going to explore the effects that Arsene Wenger being sacked at Arsenal would have had upon Arsenal's season. But the reason I'm doing this scenario is because a lot of people have been quite angry at Arsene Wenger. The Wenger out brigade are sort of claiming that Arsenal would have won the title this year if Arsene Wenger hadn't been in charge, and I think there could be truth to these claims, so that's why I'm going to investigate it. In terms of changes that Wenger being sacked would have had, it's only really kind of superficial changes that it has. So the assistant manager would leave, I can't remember his name, and then Borro Primorac and Pat Rice would also leave, Primorac being the first team coach and Pat Rice being one of their scouts. They'd leave just because of the fact that they had close relations with Arsene Wenger. They were quite good. They're quite good friends with Arsene Wenger, so they'd leave sort of in because of the fact they're seen as being part of the old regime. And it's the same with the assistant, but not so much because he's actually friends with the guy who changes. So that's really all you need to know. So really, I'm going to do this simulation. We're going to see whether or not Arsenal would have had a much better season this season if Arsene Wenger had been sacked. Well, the simulation is done and it's not been that much better for Arsenal. They've finished in a familiar 4th spot. Just looking at how Mancini's changed the playing squad, they brought in Ilkay Gundogan from Dortmund for about 22 million. He's not been prolific, but he's only a defensive midfielder. Got about an average rating of 7.18 there, exactly. Dejan Lovren was brought in as well, but he's unregistered as a player. Only managed to start 2 games, all in all, for the club. So really, yeah, they've not changed the playing squad that much. They also signed Laporte for 35.5 million. Yeah, he made 14 appearances, 7.4 average rating. Made an average of 5 tackles a game, pass percentage of 88%, and only committed 21,014 games. Isn't particularly great, but defenders do commit a lot of fouls. So all in all, and he's only 21, Laporte. So Mancini is moving on the squad, and perhaps it would have been interesting to have seen in 3 or another couple of years where they'd be. Maybe comment below if you'd like to see that, and I could see about doing that. But yeah, really, all in all, obviously they've not done much better, Arsenal, and you'd have to suggest that they wouldn't have won the league had Wenger have not been in charge. Having said that, obviously the Football Manager database hasn't picked up Leicester and Tottenham's rapid rise. They finished 7th and 6th respectively. So therefore, the kind of whole dynamics of the league were completely different this season to what it's managed to pick up on here. So you would say it's shit simulation maybe, and that's why Arsenal finished 4th. And if it had actually played out kind of more similarly to how the actual season went, with Leicester and Tottenham vying for top spot, then maybe if Mancini had been in charge, Arsenal would have won the league. So basically, I'm going to sit on the fence on this one and say I don't know whether or not, had Arsene Wenger been sacked by Arsenal at the start of the season, whether or not Arsenal would have won the league this year. Please do like and subscribe to my channel, and comment below if you can think of any scenarios which I could explore some Football Manager fiction on. Hasta la vista, baby.